Thank you all for your wonderful support. I did want to do a special video specifically for how you can join us, which is really the idea of course, is for you to repeat what I do in your area. I'm a normal person. What I do, you can do in your area. So now if you want to support me, I do my best to give you some value for what you give me, okay? So, and that's why we sell stuff. Custom subwoofer, that's great. If you want to just be passive, or even if you want to do both, I want to give you that option. So this is the link right there. That is the link for you to apply for a Discover card. Credit cards are by far one of the best inventions ever created. With proper use, you can use them to make lots and lots of money. And so I want to show you guys how to do that. And mostly it's about buying assets, things that put money in your pocket, rather than buying liabilities, stuff that take money out of your pocket. So if you just get accepted, then we get a referral bonus, and you now have a credit card, and you can establish your credit or continue your credit. So the other one, of course, is to join Square, which I really enjoy. Which, if you use that right there, that little promo code, or even there as the link, you get $5 when you send $15 or more. So it's that simple. And if you guys remember way back when PayPal was basically doing the same thing, I think they offered $10. So, but now that there's more competition, by far, I think Square and Cash App are much better at doing what they do. And they don't even charge fees for sending and receiving money, cash, or Bitcoin, which is the other great thing. You can buy Bitcoin, you can, I don't want to call it investment, you can speculate in it if you want, but it's also great, for whatever. You guys get that. The other great thing about the Cash App is that you can buy and sell stocks. So if you want to buy many popular stocks, you can buy them, and you can buy a fraction of a stock. You don't even have to buy the whole stock. So it's great. So if you just want to invest $20 every month or every week or whatever it is, you can do that. And you can buy Tesla stock, of course. You can buy Square stock, which is good as well. And again, get the app, and then you can sit there and play on it. It's wonderful. So the final one is the step that I took today. That is this one. So do I go to it? Yeah, there we go. So that's our party. Let's get started. Get this party started. Fuck yeah. This is the Patreon page. And so for some reason, Parker, get on your fucking game. I can't believe Parker didn't start a Patreon with /Robot Underground. So I did. So that's wonderful. So they get the Instagram, which is /Robot Underground. You got the YouTube, which is /Robot Underground. So what I'm saying is http www. whatever the website is. So in this case, it's YouTube or Instagram.com, and then you put / and then you put Robot Underground, all one word. And so we have the YouTube, we have the Instagram, and now we have the Patreon page. So, and that again, for success, make yourself available for success. I remember telling my sister a long time ago, she was asking me, because she thought I was successful, and I was like, bitch, you make way more money than I do. And so I told her, I said, I heard this stockbroker guy talk about, what's your best advice for people? It's like, find out where the money is flowing and then get in front of it. That's it. So, and then do your best to collect as much of it as possible. And whether that's goods or services, or whatever, just even speculation. So, I am, this has been a great life, and I love it. I think I can do bigger, better things. And so really what you're going to be seeing is my escape, not necessarily from this life, but from having to work so hard to just pay rent. So, and so again, I got to take my own advice and open myself up for people's help. So a lot of hands doing just a little work can do a huge amount of work. And so I just, you look at this is fucking overwhelming, especially if it's just me. And so I want to open this up to people, and it's not that I don't love making custom subwoofers. I do, I love it. It would be great if I could afford to pay someone to help me, right? So, because the apprentice program is great, but it's only good for a certain level of person, and it's only, a lot of people it's mostly high school kids. They put in their time, and then they get their system, and then they leave. Which is good for them. I'm glad I could help them, but I think I need to actually pay someone to come in and help me. So Ben Jones has done it. Well, actually, no. Yeah, Ben Jones was probably the only guy that I was actually paying cash daily to. And he was a great help. He didn't even have a car, which I later figured out that was one of the reasons why he liked me, because I would pick him up. I would work with him all day, and then I'd drive him home. And then when he got his car, then he didn't want to work so much. So, which is fine, I got to figure out somebody to trap so that they can come here and help me work all this stuff. So of course I got lots of ideas in the works. I'd love to rent out these bays to somebody that flips cars. You cannot park the cars facing the street to sell them. The city does not want that. However, you can keep them in the backyard secure with fence, and you can make appointments. That is fine. So these are two 14-foot bays. So pretty tall. And then of course all this stuff will be gone. So I'll move the magnetizer somewhere else. And then it's got an airlift, which works just fine. It does have a small leak, so you got to put a safety pole, which you probably should do anyway, just to keep it from leaking and falling down. But really high ceilings. It's got that main beam in there. You can even put a crane in there. You'd have to move some of that plumbing a little bit if you wanted to do that. But basically I want somebody in here that can flip cars, because that's way lucrative. It's much more lucrative than what I'm doing. And so this is a really great location. It's right here on Southern Avenue, which is very busy. So it's easy to get to. It's only half a mile north of the freeway, the US 60. And so it has great access for all that kind of stuff too. Basically what I would do is, I didn't mean to make a video about this, but I've been wanting to make a video about this. So it's like, fuck it, just might as well do it. So what I'd really love to do is right there at the pole, right here at the edge of the porch, basically make a fence that comes over and divides that part of the yard, which would be mine. And then everything else over here would be whoever rents that and is flipping cars. I would still, for the time, keep the rest of this warehouse for this type of stuff until we can eventually sell it and get rid of it. And then basically I would create a little apartment for Sherry and I and the dogs to live back here. And because there's plumbing, we'd make the bathroom bigger and all that kind of stuff. And basically with that kind of setup, and the other thing is there's two driveways on this property. So there's another driveway right here that comes like this. So I'd fence that in so the dogs could still play in their little dog pen. But I would have a driveway that comes all the way back, and then either park under a carport or make another, like maybe a garage or something like that. I don't know yet. Again, and then I would love to have pallet racking all along here, and then a big canopy over the top. So I got to find out what the requirements are with the city, because I certainly don't want to piss them off. And I can't put anything leaning against that building or use them as a support. But it's great, for shade and some other, for security. It's definitely taller than the other fencing. So, but that's what I'm looking for. So if you know anybody that wants to get into that, please send them my way. The rest of the house, eventually I would love to rent it out for probably anywhere from $2,000 to $2,400 a month. It's 2,600 square feet. It's got a granny room over on this side with a garage. You can have access to the garage because I'll be parking over there. I'll have probably an automated gate or two gates, one or two gates, either way, so that I can have my private access back here. And so that way the house will be its own thing. It'd be great if somebody could run a business out of it or something like that, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's grandfathered in. And as long as, again, you don't park cars out front that are pointed towards the street and advertising that way, you're fine. So something that probably requires an appointment, or even just people living it. Right now, rents are really expensive, so $2,000 a month or something like that is a really good deal. But again, that's more down the line, probably 6 months to a year from now, because I got to get somebody in here. We got to move all this stuff. We got to take care of a lot of this stuff to get it organized. So, but again, I need to be open to actually hiring and paying people. As much as I love the volunteer system, it doesn't work as effective as what I need at this point. So I really want to graduate, and I want to, you know, be a grown-up, and I'm very thankful for everybody helping me get to this far, and I want to make your life better. And all it takes is a little work and some hope in order to make a difference in your life and other people's lives. So thank you for support. Please stay tuned and check out the links in the description. I love you.